Okay, what's up, guys? James Hopkins here, joined today with Lara, one of the students in the Lifestyle Marketeer Local Business Marketing Mastery Program. Lara's come to share with us her experience of working with me and the program. So what's up, Lara? How are you doing?
Hey, hi everyone.
Hey, so Lara, let's get things kicked off by you just telling us a little bit about yourself, your background, where are you from, where do you currently live? Before you actually, joined the program, just tell us a little bit about life then, please.
So just before I joined the program, I still am living in Thailand, Chiang Mai, and I have been here for 4 years now. Previous to that, I lived in the UK, in Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham, and when I was there, I was a driving instructor. So I was running a small business just for myself and a few other instructors. I sold that business and moved to Thailand, and I took a job as a sales manager in a Thai company, and that was fun, lots of hard work, long days. So just before joining the program, I was very much looking forward to the idea of working less and earning a bit more. So that was really what my intention of having my first conversation with you was all about.
Good, all good. So just going back a little bit to that part of your life. Okay, you had a decent job, you were living in the part of the world that you wanted to live in, but what problems did you face that made you want to start your own business in your kind of day-to-day life?
Yeah, well, there was no opportunity in my previous job to increase my salary. It was becoming very clear that I was never going to earn any more than I was earning at that time, not without sort of selling my soul, so to speak, and becoming some kind of partner, which was, again, not possible because I don't really have a lot of money. I didn't have anything saved up or any way of saving anything up. I was living within my means on a small wage. Quite comfortably on account of I live in a country where everything is cheap. But if I was living in the UK, it wouldn't have been a good wage at all. So I think that was one of the main driving factors, not as a materialistic person, just knowing that there wasn't really any room for progression. And family-wise, we'd had a baby. So it became a little bit more clear that the salary that I was currently on wasn't going to be enough when I would start having to buy Pampers and milk and pay for school and piano lessons and guitar lessons and all the things that I think are necessary thing when you're growing up. I was going to have to pay for all of that. So it was really, about realising that unless I went self-employed and back to being a business owner, I wasn't in control of what I was earning. And also I wasn't in control of how much time I spent at home. And of course, with a baby on the way, that was very much in my mind, how successful am I going to be as a mother if I'm away at an office all the time. So working from home was definitely a big benefit as well.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who can relate to missing out on your children growing up. And obviously now you've got yourself in a position where you don't have that pain, which is great. What did you actually try before joining the program? Did you look into any other methods of starting your own business?
Yeah, I'd actually already set up a Shopify store where I had the idea that I was going to sell dog products. I'd sort of gone in that direction of drop shipping. I am quite savvy with a computer. I'd learned a few things at my previous job that was helping me a little bit. But honestly, the subject of drop shipping is quite large, and there's a ton of people telling you the best way to do something. So it was really difficult to sort of stay focused in one thing and on one direction. And there wasn't really any structure or plan to what I was doing. I was just kind of bobbling along, hoping that at some point I'd be able to sell some products. And I honestly got nowhere fast. So yeah, I was very, very open at that point to somebody giving me a structure and helping me figure out. I knew really that it was possible to earn more money and work less. I saw other people doing it. I saw and have friends who are doing Amazon drop shipping and Amazon affiliates and things like that. So I was aware of it, but I just wasn't completely sure how to go about it. And I don't have any marketing background other than what I did for my driving school, which was basically only social media. So yeah, I was at a point really where I was very much open to the idea of going completely online, very much open to learning something new, but I was very much desperate to having a sort of a proven and tested business model that was going to actually turn out some results quicker than I was actually getting them myself.
Got you. So what did you first think then when you heard about the Lifestyle Marketeer program, like honestly?
Yeah, well, I'm quite an optimistic person, and I had already sort of seen other people doing this type of thing and working online and earning more money than I, was currently able to earn. So, I could see sort of how it would be possible, or that it could be possible. Quite a positive person, and I have good self-esteem and self-belief. So, it wasn't about whether or not I could do it. It was like, how do I do it? Show me how to do it. I'm also quite a logical person, so I was always going to need a conversation and some proof of how it works, and have a think about was it something that I was going to enjoy doing at the same time as it just earning me more money, because I'm obviously concerned about being happy as well. And so honestly speaking, it was sort of quite refreshing to see that there was a structure and a business model in place, that everything had been proven and tested, and it was very much what was missing from what I was doing currently. There was a results factor that I wasn't sort of seeing anywhere else. Everybody else, there's a million YouTube videos on the best way to do something, and none of them really have any better proof than anybody else. But the program seemed different. It struck me as quite different quite quickly.
Good to hear. So let's talk a little bit about your results then. So you're coming into your 7th month in the program, right? So just come to the end of your 6th month. So at the end of your 6 months, what was your goal, and what, in terms of number of clients and monthly income now from your local business digital marketing agency, what have your results been? What did you predict, or what did you set yourself as a goal, and what have you achieved? Interesting to hear both.
Well, I'll go from the beginning. I set myself a very low target in the first month or so. I think I said I wanted to earn £500 in the first 10 weeks, or $500 in the first 10 weeks. And I was actually earning $600 within the first month. So I very quickly progressed, and I do believe I'm still the quickest turnaround on a client in the group. So, but then, so my next goal was that I wanted to earn $5,000 within the next 6 months. I've now retained 4 clients for 5 months and 4 months, and I've gone over my target, and I'm now at $5,500 monthly income. Recurring, yeah.
Per month recurring. So how many clients does that now at the end of your 6 months? How many clients do you have paying your monthly invoices?
7 clients. Yeah, with another one coming back next month as well. So
awesome.
That's gonna.
Fantastic. So you just to kind of recap, at the end of your first 6 months in the program, you've now got 7 digital advertising clients paying your monthly invoices, and your monthly recurring income is $5,500 US, right?
Yeah.
So you've hit and smashed your $5,000 target, which is fantastic, and you've also got another one in the bag for next month as well. I'm so happy for you. So obviously, money's one thing, all right? Yeah, $5,500 is all well and good per month, but what kind of impact has that had in your life? So what are you able to do now that you weren't necessarily able to do before? And just sort of looking more at the bigger picture of how your life looks now compared to how it looked 6 months ago when you joined the program.
Yeah, well, I think it would be good to mention as well that during this period, I have worked a full-time job, and I do have a child that's just over a year old. So that sort of can make everybody aware of how achievable it is, even if you've only got a few hours a day or a few hours a week. Yeah, so that's one thing. But now I've actually doubled my salary of my current job, and I'm looking to resign. So basically that means that I'm going to go from working an 8-hour-a-day job, sometimes more, 6 days a week, to working an hour to 2 hours a day to keep all of my clients happy. Yeah, so I think that says it all. That's 2 hours work as opposed to 8 hours work. That's 6 hours extra with baby. I mean, some things have happened in the last couple of months. We had really bad weather here in Chiang Mai, and I was able to actually take a week off, not worry about the money, and actually pay for us all to go to Singapore, which was sort of a dream really, to be able to take time off, not have to worry about anything, and go to somewhere like Singapore for a whole week and not have to do any work, and actually be there and be a part of the family, and you know, without worrying that I've got to get back and do something. It was all very much new for me. Very new indeed.
So good to hear. And you did actually share a video of yourself and your family in Singapore in our private Facebook group, which was, you know, very touching for me as well, you know, to help you achieve that kind of well. So what has your experience been like working with me in the program?
Oh, well, I'll be honest, James, that the part in the beginning where you get involved in the group, and you sort of able to drop in any questions and queries and guidance and feedback, and you drop that in the group. And in the beginning, I thought, oh my God, this is fantastic. At some point, this is going to dwindle. And it hasn't. That's the biggest thing. Your dedication to the program has grown, if nothing else, just the same way as the program has. There's so much activity in the group. It's just impossible to not get on with stuff, because you're always going to get an answer. You can't put it down to, I just don't know what to do. There's always an answer there. You know, in less than 12 hours, I always get feedback on what it is that I'm doing, and that's been really, really valuable to me. So yeah, I honestly thought that you wouldn't be able to keep it up, and you have, and you've exceeded my expectations.